dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. Can I be your superhero?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and Merry Christmas. Today is the 24th and I know many of you are with family celebrating Christmas. I'm gonna be with my family, my K9 family. I'm going to the store right now before they close because they're gonna be closed today and tomorrow. So I'm gonna last minute make sure that I stock up. Stock up? How do you say it? Stock up. Seems like it's saying someone is stuck up. So I'm headed to the store just to make sure I have enough food at the house because I'm like a last minute person and I'm always running behind. So I'm going right now because apparently they close at 6 and it's what, like 2-3 right now in the afternoon. So I gotta go 4. It's already 4 o'clock and so I have 2 hours to go to the store because I live out here in the country in the middle of nowhere. So I gotta go and pick up things to make sure that I have supplies, you know, for today and tomorrow. Because I don't have anything at the house. Like I go out so much, and I barely keep like food at the house. And I go, you know, every day and pick up what I need. It's kind of a bad habit that I have. So I'm going right now just make sure I have enough stuff for today and tomorrow. And I am going to be doing a Q&A in this video. I haven't done one before and I get obviously a lot of questions in the comments and I want to answer them because, you know, that's the whole purpose of having a YouTube channel is that so you guys can get to know me a little bit better and you can follow me in my journey. So I will start reading comments that you guys have left and I will answer them here in just a second. But I'm gonna do that once I stop driving for safety reasons. Don't want to get in an accident would be the first and I'd rather not. So I'll be back in a minute. Well, there are a couple of other things I wanted to tell you guys, if you know, if you don't know already, because I have only posted about this on my Facebook page, so I haven't really talked to all of you about it. And of course, I have posted a couple of videos of me drinking before, and so I'm excited to tell you like that I am trying something different, and I am trying to not drink at all. Like I don't consider myself an alcoholic, but I was drinking more than I have ever in the past. You know, I was drinking when I was excited, I was drinking when I was sad, I was drinking when I was bored. I was like just using alcohol as like a, what do you call it? I don't know. I was using it as a, like as something to mask, you know, whatever feeling I was feeling, or to like boost it. Right, because when I was happy I was also drinking to feel even happier, I guess. I don't know, but I realized it's kind of like a fake temporary feeling, and you know, and then the consequences of it the next day, like headaches, and it slows you down. And I just want to be the most productive I can be for 2020, and I don't want anything to slow me down. No people, no nothing, you know. So alcohol is one of those things, and I have been eliminating all the toxic people, all the bad things and bad habits and things that would potentially slow me down. So nothing like that. I wasn't drinking and like passing out. I wasn't drinking and getting sick. Like I have been now 20 days without drinking, and this is the first time that I have gone this long or even more than a few days without drinking, but I have no bad symptoms. Like I have had the urge to drink a few times because it was a habit, of course, but nothing to the level that I would be getting sick for not drinking. I'm not substituting alcohol with anything else, so I'm doing fine, and I actually do feel much better. I feel like I sleep better, and I wake up feeling better, of course. So that's very exciting. And I'm also, for the first time in my entire life, because I have had a huge problem with like biting my nails. I have been biting my nails since I have known myself, and for a whole week now that I have painted my nails, I have not been biting them at all. Like for the first couple of days, even after I painted them, I did go to bite them, but then I caught myself, and it was very fast, and it was like, oh shit, I did this on purpose so that I don't bite my nails. And now for a whole week out of my entire life, I have not done it, and I can actually feel and see my nails growing. So I am one of my someone that I know actually had what do you call it, painted their nails. I guess some people call it polishing your nail, I don't know, but anyway, and I wasn't into it. I was like, not my thing, you know. But and then I coincidentally saw someone else posted a post about how they started doing their nails so that they would stop biting them, and then it became a thing, and they have like these really long, you know, nails, which I don't want to have. I just want to have normal nails, healthy nails. That's all. That's my only goal. That's the only reason that my nails are like this. So then I'm like, oh, now 2 days later, here I am, you know, with my nails done. But I just want to tell you that's why, and it's working. So maybe if you have the same problem, that's something you can try, because apparently it's been working for a few of us. Okay, I'm almost to the store. I'm excited to get the stuff that I need and to start answering these questions for you, because I know you guys have questions, you know, like you see the videos that I post, and I mean it's normal for you to have all kinds of questions. I'm not even going to be able to answer the majority of them in one video, but I can make more the Q&A video, and I can continue to answer questions as time goes by and more things happen, because like I have been saying, 2020 is gonna be crazy, because you know, every year, of course, as a human being, you want to grow and you want to expand, and you want to, like, you discover new things, you learn more about yourself, and you become more of who you are and who you want to be. So 2020 is coming. We're like, what, 5-6 days away, and I want to use like this new year as a new beginning for many things that I want to accomplish and things that I want to do different. So I'm counting the days, and you guys are of course gonna be coming with me, and I'll be answering your questions, and I'll be sharing as much as I can with you, and you're not even ready for it. But we are here at the store, so I'll be back again in a minute. Oh, and before I forget, I wanted to let you guys know that I am coming to LA early next year, around the 10th. So if you're interested in signing up for training, I'm gonna put my email right here on the screen, and you can email me, and by the time that you do, I'll give you the exact dates and everything, and details. And I look forward to seeing as many of you in LA in a couple weeks. So get at me for details, and I will see you. Alright guys, so I'm gonna answer a couple of the questions right now. We're starting to run out of daylight, and I'm pulling in here, so I'm gonna answer a few questions that I have read in the comments. Oh, it's getting dark. So one of the questions is, how long have I been a dog trainer for? That question, okay, so I'm 28 years old, and I have been training since, honestly, I have been always worked with dogs. Like I always tried, like always liked it, always loved the idea of teaching animals in general, like anything. So I was always trying to communicate with them, you know, trying to interact with them from the time I learned how to walk. Like my grandparents can tell you that they were like, before I could talk, I was trying to engage with animals, whether it was a chicken or a dog. I have always been doing that. But I actually started working professionally since I was 12 years old. So I'm 28. I started when I was 12, working with other dog trainers, helping them, you know, just being there and helping and learning new techniques. But I always had that that want to be working with animals and to just kind of be engaging with them and trying to understand them. So I dedicate a lot of my time to that. When I was 12 years old, I started working with a dog trainer that had a professional boarding kennel for training. So that's where kind of everything started, because I actually got very familiar with the German Shepherd breed. And so when I was 18, I moved back to the US. And by the time that I was almost 19, I had gotten my first dog in the US, and I had started training her. So people started asking me to help them. And I didn't come here to stay. I only came to visit. I was born in the US, so I came to revisit. And my family really insisted that I should come and learn the language, because I grew up in Brazil, but I was a US citizen. So when I turned 18 on my birthday, I flew here. And it was just like I wasn't sure how long I was going to stay. But after I got my first dog and people started asking for help, and things just kind of blew up. So people, I'm like, I started my company by demand. People wanted what I could offer them. I didn't just start it and people found me and they they just got it started. It just one thing just led to the other, and next thing you knew, I was training more and more dogs. And when I knew that I could do it full time, when it became a thing, and I'm like, okay, now I guess I'm gonna stay here. This is something, there's something here. So I stayed, and I decided that being a dog trainer, being self-employed, I would be able to dedicate to also breeding, and that's how everything started. And that's when I got more dogs, and within the first year, things blew up, with the all the newspapers and videos going viral and all that social media stuff that got me well known, and people started contacting me more and more from other states, and things escalated, and that's how everything started. And now I can pretty much travel anywhere in the world, and I have people there who are waiting for me to help them with their dogs. So it's pretty cool, very exciting. So much has happened, but basically, yeah, since I was 12, and I'm 28 now, so it's been a very long time. It's all I know. Next question. The next question I get asked a lot: why German Shepherds? Whether it's someone that see me with all the dogs, someone that comes to pick up a puppy, when they're buying a dog from me, they want to know why a German Shepherd. And honestly, it's the German Shepherd dog is like the total package. So it's a beautiful animal, very well put together. I like the pointy ears, the tail. I mean, the whole 9 yards. I just like how the dog looks. And then as far as what it can do with a dog, the German Shepherd breed is a dog that it can do anything with them. So whether you need a service dog, an agility dog, just a companion, they can live in an apartment, they can live in a farm, they can they like water, I mean, anything. One thing that I never forget is watching a video when I was like really researching more the breed. One video that said German Shepherds may not be the best at everything, but they can do everything, and most other breeds can't. You can use a Labrador to do a service dog, but they won't make a good protection dog. So, most breeds will have those things where they're really good at something, but they really can't do much of anything else. With the German Shepherd dog, with the right training, picking the right puppy, the right dog, from the right breeder that has the right temperament for the breed and all the good qualities of a good German Shepherd, you can do anything with this dog, and you can live any kind of lifestyle, and this dog is going to adapt and live perfectly happy and healthy with you, if you have a good example of the breed. And that's why I chose German Shepherds. I like some other breeds a little bit, to the point that I would want to maybe breed, but nothing compares to a German Shepherd so far. So it's not a matter of popularity, it's not a matter of what sells. It's, I believe if you're going to be a breeder, don't look for something that just is popular, because you really have to love what you do. And I have a thing for German Shepherds, and that's why I have so many of them. Next question. People ask me if I can train all breeds. So, yes, and I do find that German Shepherds are easier to train, and I think part of it is the breed in general because they were bred to be easy to train. And then the other part, obviously, if you have more experience with a certain breed, because they are different, they learn different, they function differently from each other. Yes, some people are going to be better, and some people actually can only train certain breeds and they don't know how to deal with other breeds because they're so different. I do train all breeds because I have a lot of experience. I did venture out of German Shepherds throughout my entire career. I didn't just focus on training only one breed. I only breed one breed and raise them, but I do have always trained all breeds, so I have a lot of experience with a lot of the other breeds, and I will be able to train pretty much any dog, any breed, because it comes from experience. And a lot of people that don't see videos and posts that I make with clients' dogs may not know that I do train all breeds, and I get that. I get asked that a lot, and I actually have people that go for another trainer without asking me first, and then once they see me training a different breed, they're like, oh my god, I didn't know you trained all breeds. So yes, I train all breeds from 1 pound little Chihuahuas to 150 pound Saint Bernard. They are different, don't get me wrong, but I do have experience with so many different breeds that it's just what I do. So next question. A lot of people have been asking me, I get a lot of DMs every single day, and I'm sorry, I barely respond to people asking training questions, and I don't mean to be rude, I just get a lot of them every day. And what I have realized is when I just throw a random advice to people without knowing them and knowing their dog and taking the time to really understand that person and their dog's needs, I give advice that is very genetic, and it basically does not give you the tools and the knowledge that you need to work with your dog, with your particular dog, for the most part. So I have a lot of people that will be like, oh, that doesn't work, do you have anything else? And that becomes frustrating to me because I know it works. And every time I had that experience before, and then eventually I got to do one-on-one with that same person that said that the same method doesn't work, I showed them that it does work. But the reason it doesn't work is because I didn't know your dog. Maybe I would have used a different option, or maybe I didn't really guide you exactly on how to do that, how to apply the methods and the techniques that I told you about. So it's dog training is more complex than people think, and I don't want to waste my time and yours, or put you in a worse situation than that you're already in with your dog by giving you random advice that doesn't fit your dog and your needs. So if you want one-on-one advice, I do offer on the phone, over the phone, video chat training for people that live too far away and maybe don't need as much training, where it's not worth it for me to fly that to you or for you to send the dog to me, which are other options that I offer. Board and train, and I do in-home training out of state and out of the country. As you guys can go through my previous posts and videos, and you see that I have done many of those. But if you don't need that much training and you still want help, I do offer over the phone. And it's not a matter of me being greedy, it's just really what I found. Okay, I need to get paid for my time, for spending one-on-one time with someone, and that is really how you get the help that you need. If you're trying to get the cheap way, I will give a lot of advice that you can try, but I'm not going to go one-on-one and send you advice that without knowing your dog and without taking the time to understand your needs, because I don't want to waste my time and yours. All right, so that's why you don't get responses when you ask me for training advice. What you can do is you can leave the questions in the comments of my YouTube videos, because I do read them, and when I do make another video, I can go over those things, and then you can try it at home. But I don't want to particularly throw an advice at you and then hear back that it doesn't work, because I just explained why it doesn't work, right? If you need help, reach out to me and we can set up a time to do a phone consultation. Next question. What's the best age to get a dog or puppy, and in order to have the best chance of raising the perfect little dog? So that question really varies. The answer really varies for that question. It basically depends a lot on the particular dog you're getting. What's the history? Where has this dog lived before you got it? If you're getting a dog or a puppy from an unknown place, probably better off with a puppy. And even then, you shouldn't get a dog from a place that you are not comfortable with, or that you don't know how the dogs are being raised and socialized. Because even at an 8-week-old puppy, there can already be certain problems with it from lack of socialization. So it's important that at any given age you get your dog, that you know where they're coming from. But if you would prefer an older dog and you're just afraid that it may not adapt to your lifestyle, that's a misconception right there, because you really have to look at where that dog comes from. So my dogs that I sell as older, they have been through a lot. They have been socialized. They have been raised to adapt to new situations. So when they go to a new home, they adapt and they bond to the new owners very easily. They don't have anxiety. So it's because they're raised in a way that prepares them for changes, and for them to be able to face new situations and not freak out and not have anxiety and anything like that. So it really it's a very variable answer. But the main thing is for you to know where your dog is coming from and what they have been through before you get them. Because that's going to make a big difference. If you get a 1-year-old dog that doesn't have any training and wasn't socialized and never left the house where they lived, even if he was raised in the house, but if they only go to the yard and comes back in and they don't know anything else, and you take them out of that environment, you're going to have a hard time getting them to adapt to your lifestyle. If you want to do something different than that with this dog, then you'd be better off with a puppy if you had to pick. But again, it really depends. Another question I get a lot is which is better, a male or a female dog? And that's personal preference. The best dog is going to be the dog that you raised the right way, that was bred properly, and it really does not, the gender does not really matter that much. I have had the best dogs that were female dogs and the best dogs that were male dogs. What I noticed is that people that had a really good experience with a male dog tend to think that male dogs are better, and they tend to not want to get out of that and get a female because they don't want to risk it. But then they get another male that may not be the same dog that they expected, because of they will rely on that previous experience, because it really depends on that particular dog. So gender does not really play that big of a role. I have both genders, and some male dogs I don't connect with as well, some female dogs I don't connect with as well, and it really depends on the dog. And you do have, there's a personality thing. You have to find a dog that matches you well. Some dogs just won't, regardless of that gender, they may just not be comparable. That is a thing. So I have been in situations like that before with both genders. So pick the right dog based on that personality and other things that you're looking for in a dog. Temperament, level of energy, everything that is important to you. Don't pick it by gender, because you may regret it.